there's something going on with my settings on my tablet. So there's nobody there yet anyway. So I can say good afternoon world. Oh, there's one person there because, and that's strange. I'm getting likes, but there's no one there. Doug, hello mate, how you doing? Everybody's busy watching Lamma videos. That's what it is. So, right. So there's obviously a few folks there, even shaky. My tablet or the internet or something is playing up a little bit, so I don't even know if you can see me, hear me, or Will Snell. Good afternoon. Well, all of a sudden I got 10 likes and no people. Oh, 3 people. How does that work then? 10? Can you do 3 each? John Brett, good afternoon. Norfolk and Good, good afternoon. Andrew Chesworth, good afternoon. Andrew Biddle, hi. Don, hello Don, all right mate. And Trish, hello Trish. Quinn P, I'll just go through a few of those. Shake is a gent, he is. Andy Bowers, Stephen Millard, Richard Aldridge, Gary Milburn, Farming Tiger, good afternoon, or is it good morning where you are? Ollie, 1982. Martin Watson, Dean Dronefield, Lucas, Paul, Mike, Ben, Pip, Simon, Mike, Mark, Michael, Robin, Simon, Danny, Dan, Jim. He's going too fast now. So, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is well, fit and happy. Are we all up to there now with Lamma? So, yeah, every time I turn my tablet on now or something, it's Lamma, 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 Lamma. There must have been hundreds of cameras there. Wednesday, there must have been hundreds of them. So, but yeah, everybody has a kind of slightly different perspective of it, but it was kind of all the same as well. So I'm kind of bored of it now. You coming to join us now? Mrs. P is in the room. So, hello Shaz, how are you? Lee Nichols, hello mate. Scouter 1969 is. I spoke to my daughter about you the other day, and I can't remember what she said, but you definitely come up in conversation. Well done, Shaz. Paul, hello mate, how are you? So all of a sudden there's 200 of you. Hello from Maine. That's Wayne from Maine, that is. I am well, thank you, Russell. What's the wife listening to? Actually, I don't know. It will be Absolute 80s, whatever year's on. So, Trucker John, good afternoon to you, sir. Lamma, Lamma, Ding Dong. That's right, yeah. I mean, Lamma was good. We did enjoy it. Adrian, Overland and Wolf. Right, Tim, how are you? How's the weather today? The weather is dull. Well, there you are. It's dull. It's that fine, spitty, rainy, not really raining, but just, you know, dull. Pardon me. Massey Mike, good afternoon. Tubby, ooh, hang on. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Cup of tea. That can go over there. Paul Cox, good afternoon. So, Trish is just saying hi to Angela. Hello, here from the grim north. Is it grim up north? I mean, it's pretty grim down here. It's not very nice out there. It's not the sort of thing you want to go out in your shorts and mow the lawn or anything. So, 2 sugars for Angela. Didn't hear me, Angela, sorry. Fairly bright, but 18 degrees. All right. So, we got 263 people joined us so far. So, I think we can kind of make a start. We've done a few hellos. So, it's 3 minutes. So, should we start off with Lamma? I won't labour it too much because there is just so much of it. Hello, Joseph from Ireland. Funky Farmer came and collected me 8:30 on Wednesday morning, and yes, it was Scouser. It was something to do with that. Collected me, and we drove up to NEC. It took us 2 hours 20 minutes to get there. The last half an hour was the longest, I suppose, in some ways, but yeah, it took a while to get there, longer than usual. We got into the show. Richard was busting for a wee, so I only teased him a little bit, talking about dripping taps and stuff like that. And then we had a wander around, and there was loads of it. I mean, we got there sort of 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it was heaving. When we got there, it was heaving. So when we went last year, it wasn't too bad when we arrived. We got there earlier, and you could move, but Wednesday, it was literally chock, and it didn't seem, whichever way we wanted to go, everybody else was going the other way. So, but yeah, good show. Harry went off and did his bit. We went and did our bit on the Massey Ferguson stand at 2 o'clock. We thought we were going to be there for half an hour. I was there for nearly 2 hours with Richard, and yeah, lots of people come and said hello. It was nice to. I even got interviewed. Young man came and interviewed me. I can't remember his name now, but it was an interesting day. I saw lots of stuff, made a few extra contacts, found out some stuff I need to know, which I needed to know. So yeah, it was good. Yeah. So but yeah, so that was Lamma. We got back late because when we were leaving the show, and we were out quite late, it was half past 5-ish, took us an hour and 15 minutes to get from the car park just to the M42 roundabout, which is what, a mile and a half? Hello, Mark H. And we couldn't go south on the M42. It was just stopped. And it was getting to, we got there just as all the, the little yellow boxes with the things you're not supposed to go on to, they were full of cars. So literally we just headed north on the M42, got on the M6 and came back the long way around in the fog, which wasn't fun. So anything now on the buy list from Lamma? Maybe. You can't find the live? Do you want to pass me that and I'll give it to you and I'll put it out for you?
I'm on your channel and I've got history and I've got playlist.
Just put live. Just press the on the channel.
Live button.
We'll give it here and I'll. Hang on. Just hold there a second. I've got to do something for Mrs. P. I'll be less than a minute. There you go. Oh, you got it upside down as well, didn't it? No. Just should be that one. Sorry about that, but I left you with a nice bit of wall to look at for a minute and a picture, so it wasn't terrible. And we left. Mark Tyler says hello, Mrs. P. Have you got it?
It won't open.
It should open. It's a public one. Should. All right. Did you buy the new dump grain trailer customer waiting on? So that trailer I looked at Marshall's, I am quite interested in that. It is. It's an 11-ton trailer. I've only got a 100 horsepower tractor. Normally you say 10 horsepower per ton, so it's slightly overweight for my tractor, but I think for what I want to do, that Marshall trailer was a fair bit of money, mind, would be ideal. So there is a chance that later in the year my dump trailer, which has still got paint on the bed, I've still not rubbed the paint off the bed of it, will be going. So yeah, so if somebody wants it, message me and we'll have a chat. So Trish Fusher says hello, Mrs. P. Have you got it yet? Oh, you got it now, have you? Okay. Mrs. P can now see your messages. You have my number. I might have your number, Mark. I probably have written it down somewhere, but you'll have to remind me. So send it me. Excuse me. Send it me again. So where was I? Trailers. Yeah, so the trailer I looked at on the Marshall stand, 11-ton trailer. It is a big dump trailer, but it is suitable for moving muck, which I would like to be able to move muck from here to the farm, and it'll also follow the combine and for grain, because I can get it with a grain chute and a back window and all the right. Okay, Mark, thank you. All the gubbins. So yeah, that's definitely on the wish list. Look at Richard Western Trailers. I'll look at all of them. I will look at all of them, but the nice man from Marshall, Charles, who we're on first name, terms. Basically, he said, you order the trailer and I'll put this, and this on for you, the extras for. So I said, okay, thank you very much indeed. He's a very nice man. So, what's that? Sky Newbie, hello. Mrs. P is a lucky woman to have you, Ian. Yes, she is. Aren't you, dear?
What?
You're lucky to have me.
When you're not here, yeah.
Oh. when I'm not here. Uh, thank you, Andy.
Okay, now I'm sorted.
Will there be a new bull this year? Potentially. I've missed something. Thank you, Andy. Generous Andy, top man. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? I missed something. Can't see it. It's gone.
I don't even know who you're talking
Whatever it was, Andy, good on you.
about. Andy F gifted 5 Farmer P membership.
Oh, did he?
It's gifted 5, it says.
Oh, really?
It says it's in a green box.
Is it? I can't see that.
Gifted 5. Scroll back up, it's under Lord Conrad. You could be lucky recipient of a Farmer P membership.
Oh,
with
what
access to exclusive
I can't find it. It's not on my screen. Anyhow, Andy, whatever you did, thank you very much. Did you meet Father Phil at Lamma? No, I didn't. I did. He did it twice. Oh, okay. Why not trade in the dump trailer against? Yes, I would. I'll either trade the dump trailer in, or if somebody wants it and they offer it more than the trade in, which they probably will, then do that instead. So, we saw Tom Pemberton, but Tom was completely surrounded by hordes of people. So I basically went over and said, hello, Tom, shook his hand and said, catch you later. And he shouted back, are you here for today and tomorrow? And I said, no, it's just today. He goes, oh, dash it. We could have caught up later on, but Richard had to get back to work and I had stuff to do as well. So, so we could stay. So I spoke to Andrew, Tom's dad, for quite a while. And we had quite a lot of fun at Tom's expense. Quite a lot of fun at Tom's expense. So Tom will have to ask his dad what that was about, but I'm sure it was quite good fun. So so we saw Gareth Wynne Jones, so bumped into him, had a quick chat with him. We saw Justin and Adam from Hey Team TV. Charlotte literally pounced on me. We were just about to go. I never saw her. This sort of thing attacked me from behind. And it was Charlotte. So I've been talking to Charlotte for years. First time I met her, so lovely. And I spoke to 2 of her friends as well. Both ladies I know, I can't remember their names. Lovely ladies, and we had a 15-minute conversation with them. What year are you on?
1983.
83. Wham.
Young
You know George Michael was a bit, you know.
Young Guns.
Young Guns. Okay. 1983, in case you wondered. Sorry, I missed the beginning. Don't matter, Joanna. The Ginger Warrior. Ginger Warrior is a legend. Thing is, I'm, believe it or not a dissimilar age from Andrew. We're kind of not far apart. He might be a couple of years older than me, and I've got probably a bit more in common with him than I am with Tom. But you know, we're getting past it. The youngsters are taking over. Please and thank you. Where is biscuits? Biscuits are in the tin in the kitchen, I expect.
No, Biscuit's here with me.
No, he spelt it biscuits as in biscuit.
I know, but she's here with me.
Oh.
Do you know why she's here with me?
Oh, because you got a hot water bottle. Oh. Biscuit is sat on Mrs. P's lap because Mrs. P's got a hot water bottle. So, would you be interested in a Highland bull? No. We've had this conversation before. I would not have a Highland bull. I would not keep Highland cattle. And there's a good reason for that.
Mark Tyler says the sleety rain, and I can believe that because
It's cold, yeah. I wouldn't have a Highland bull because Highland bulls or Highland cattle belong in the Highlands. They are a Highland animal. They are not well suited for down here on the lowland where it gets wet and mucky. So it's horses for courses. So they look pretty, and I think sometimes they're a little bit of a fashion accessory. Look at me, I've got a Highland cow, but I wouldn't have it down here. This is the wrong country for Highland cattle down here.
Kevin Goodland, how's Holly doing with her job? Well, it isn't her job, it's her business. It's her...
Yeah, Holly's okay. I haven't seen much of her actually. So, Andy gifted 5 channel memberships.
I don't understand what it means.
Well, apparently you can gift memberships. So I heard that before. So, but thank you, Andy, for that. D. Wolfen, hi, Farmer P. Hello, D. Wolfen. Would you like that Ginger Warrior? So you like them at the Ginger Warrior Farm?
So you like what?
Oh, the Highland cattle. Yeah, but they're there to look at, aren't they? As much as anything else. So I don't think they're there really as a commercial animal. But Highland cattle belong on hills, on mountains. That's where they belong. So not down here. How is your dad, brother and mother-in-law all still alive? Would you have an Angus bull? Possibly.
It's Mum's birthday soon, but she's got her bird bath just in case. 'Cause she's
It's my mother-in-law's birthday. What day is it on?
25th February.
25th of February. Julie asked her a while ago, what would you like for your birthday? She said, oh, I'd like a bird bath to go outside the door of me, outside her flat next door. And we said, all right. She said, but can I have it soon, though? Because she said, I don't know if...
Could be my last.
I don't know if I can be alive for my next birthday, so we've given it early just in case, you know.
I've got it on next day delivery.
Can you say that to my friend Pete and Thomas? Hello, Pete and Thomas. You're welcome. Great chat. Thank you. What?
That's very kind, Randy. Yeah.
Eh?
What funny thing that biscuit?
I don't know what that means.
Please and thank you.
How long until you can move cattle? So our next TB test is
3rd of
March the 3rd. So if we pass that, I could take cattle over to the other farm. I could, because the two farms are linked together under one holding or under one unit. But we'll see. We'll see what the grass is like. We'll see what the feed is like. We might have to wait till March, April, May, June. Might have to wait till June. Do they have stands for small tools? I don't know what that is.
Did they have a stand for small tools at the Lama show?
I didn't really see many. Probably was, but I didn't see many. How's Abby? Abby's okay, I think. See, you fancy the Michael Bell knife? Yeah, I looked at that before, but there are other similar sort of things out there, which would probably. The thing is, the Michael thing is it's so long. I think it's too heavy for. It's 230 or 260 kilos. I think it's too heavy for the skid steer. Probably be out on the tractor, but I prefer to have something on the front loader. And somebody else sent me a link to, was it a Twos or something, which is basically a silage bale grab, cutter and net remover. But I think it has to have two spools. I've only got one at the moment in this. All right, Casto, is all the wheat gone? So I think we got 2 and a bit loads left, according to Reg. We've definitely got 2 full loads. So that's like, I think we got about somewhere between 60 and 70 tons of wheat left to go, which will go this week. And I think once the last of the wheat is gone, weather permitting, the plough is going on the tractor, on Reg's tractor, and we'll start ploughing. I may or may not be doing some of that, so I might be having a little go in the 245 Reg's tractor on the ploughing. So we'll see.
No need for bulls if you've got good AI.
Yeah, so
Mike
I'd be.
Reed is 46 on Saturday. I'm sure he's older than that. We'll let him on the radio.
Mike Regis for happy birthday for Saturday, Mike. So.
Sylvia's going to be 7. I don't understand what that means.
What?
Don't worry.
All right. Okay.
Don Williams, Trish Future.
Hi, Angela.
Yes, hi, Angela.
Casto, you mates of Angela as well? She does get around a bit, Mike, doesn't she? When's Reg retiring? Reg has retired a bit. So he's not completely retired. He's retired a bit. So the combines go in. The 3 big tractors are gone. So the T8's gone. The 315's gone. The 210's gone. He's now got the 245, which had to go back to White's last week because there was a little issue somewhere he had to have fixed, and there was also a computer glitch. If you haven't seen it yet, but there's a video coming up where he couldn't actually get his trailer off the tractor. He could not drop the pickup hitch, and I had to do it for him from outside the cab on the fender. So, technology.
Answer Kevin Goodlad, is Miss P okay? Yes, all Miss P's are okay, and even Mrs. Johnson's okay.
Everybody's okay.
Everybody is good.
Did you get any? Yes, Joanna, I did get some. In fact, I've just done the first edit today from the first set of camera stuff, and some of it's quite good. And I've actually now downloaded the card from the second batch of where I was looking for the black and whites, and I found them. You've got 3 corkers you get. 3 corkers that I need to get rid of.
Is that a cock-a-doodle-doo?
No, cockerel. Yeah. So flog 'em or neck 'em. Are they worth eating? So 9 times out of 10, they're not worth eating, are they? So yeah, Reg is sort of retired. I think. So Reg has rented out a lot of his place. That's his business. I'm not going to get into his business. But I think my place is, or what we're doing is enough to keep him interested. I think pulling his little farms is going to become Reg's hobby. Sort of.
Did you get any photos of the show, from the show? Yes, you've got lots of.
Yeah, I got some photos from the show. Yeah, I put some of them up on my.
Glanville, hello, Biscuit, hello, Mrs. P, hello.
All right. Ian Haggart, didn't know you were at Lamma. Right. Reg is semi-retired, sort of. That is nice for Reg. Yeah, it will keep him occupied. He's also a fountain of knowledge and stuff, and he's still got a lot of kit that I haven't. And while he's still got a lot of kit, I haven't got to buy it, or So, and like he said, he's got to have something to do. I mean, he's coming up 75 this year, but he can't just stop. He's got to do something. So if he comes and helps me, then that's fine.
Where is Emma? Emma's at home.
Emma's at home worshipping her log burner. Now they've come down and had some logs. So, because they've run out of firewood.
And I've been up there this afternoon.
Yeah.
And then we're there.
Does Reg have kids? No. I have hatched them, so I can't do it myself. They are Plymouth Barred Rock. I have hatched them.
Somebody will want your cock somewhere, Quinton.
Julie.
It's got cockles going.
Ian Haggart. Yeah, it was busy there. It was heaving. Do you know what? I was thinking, I said, we're blinking. Because my dad's old, and Audrey's old, and I haven't had a flu jab, and I haven't had a COVID jab, because I'm not playing that game anymore. And I'm thinking, hey, what's the chances of me coming out of all those people, even it was in there, with not catching a cold? So far, touch wood. So far, so good. No escape cattle? No escape. So the two places where they could get out are now blocked off. The only way they can get out of there is over the barriers. Have you fallen out with quad bike? No, I just don't use it. So to be honest, the quad bike is. I don't need a quad. I would rather walk. Defib news. So the defib has arrived. It is here. It's in the kitchen. So it's in 2 boxes. I've got the defibrillator and the box. And hopefully, he hasn't told me what day yet, the Sparky is coming this week to fit it. So as soon as it's fitted and commissioned, then we can tell the air ambulance and whatever, so they can then stick it on this.
Come down and test it, which I've already said I feel that you should.
No, I'm not going to do. The quad was handy with the sheep. The quad was handy with the sheep. Any news on the bull? Not yet. So we are probably going to go down the route of, I've got to have another chat with our vet. But our vets are quite into the AI and breeding stuff. So it's, oh, thank you, Anthony. Sorry to enter the chat, but thank you all the same. You're welcome. The moisture count down as long as possible. So yeah, so it might be AI. Log store. Put yourself up a polytunnel. Okay, just face the ends into the prevailing wind and just put up a polytunnel, and that's as good a way as any just a short one, and store your logs in there. So James Shirley, sorry I have missed anything.
No.
Well, you probably missed quite a lot, really, haven't you? That means he's gonna have to go back and start from the beginning. So yeah, bits. Bit of Lamma. Lamma was busy. Too many people for me. It was, yeah, you couldn't walk anywhere in a straight line. Whatever you did, you had to weave and wait. Tell the Lamma story again. It wasn't that exciting, Harry. It was heaving with people. We got there late. We left there late. It took us nearly 3 hours to get home. But it was all right when we were there. So. Anthony, that's very kind. Got to catch up on the videos. There's plenty of them. So, is the cherry picker up to par? The cherry picker is now all done. Has now passed its MOT. We've got it back. All the bits and bobs were done. So yes, the cherry picker is back. Okay, cost me a bit more than I wanted to, but Anthony, I was on a mobility scooter. Oh, were you at the show on a mobility scooter? Because I did see one or two there. He got jumped on by a lady in Lamma. I got jumped on by Charlotte Ashley at Lamma, actually. Yeah. So she did kind of startle me a little bit. And then I saw it was, and it was okay. So James is not in his truck today. Do you still have honeybees on the farm? Yes, we do. Any update on how they did last season? I know we got 12 jars of honey out of it, and it was very nice too. So turned out it took 4 hours to NEC and 3 hours back in the Landy. Yeah, it's probably as far for you as it is for me, isn't it, Si? Ian, you for farming Reggie's ground? No, someone else is doing that. So I got enough to do with what we've got here and there, and the tree company and everything else. So I'm fairly coming. Mike Mack, I know that feeling. You say you didn't have too many gates. I have a lot of gates. Yeah, but for doing stuff by myself, that's kind of what you. What do you think of the farm tax? Not a lot. I think basically, I think the Treasury, when the new Prime Minister and the new Chancellor went in and had a look at the Treasury said, here's a list of all the things that you can do. These are all the things you can do to raise money. And I think the Chancellor thought she was in Tesco's shopping. And she goes, oh, we'll have a bit of that, and we'll have a bit of that, oh, we'll have a chunk of that, and we'll have a lump of that, and that'd be lovely. And at the end of it, oh, we'll earn all this. And I don't think they even thought about the consequences of anything. So, yeah, I think they're going to have to change their mind, or this country's going to the dogs. So, is there any news on where the banner went? No. The banners, our banner that we put up on the gate, which I will hasten to add, I didn't pay for. And if you gave me that banner, if I want to replace it, I'll have to buy a new one. It's gone. But the strange thing is, they cut all the cable ties off and picked everyone up. There was not a cable tie on the floor. So whoever took our banner was very conscientious about the litter. They took it. It's gone. Just gone. So we were going to Lamma on Tuesday afternoon. So I've already booked my place for Lamma next year. They sent me an email, said, are you coming next year? And I said, I am. So I've already said I'm going. So is it great? What's that? Big gates. It is. Gates are important. So Don Williams, thank you, Don, for being a member for 30 months, and Ollie for 13 months. Rosie, is Rosie behaving? I see she was getting a bit nudgy when you was... Yes, Rosie is a little bit needy sometimes. Any update on the barn extension from Don? I haven't seen Tim. I'm in no rush at the minute. We've had some unexpected extra bills. So that's going to have to go on the back burner for 10 minutes. Charlotte Ashley is a bit of a lively one. She is quite lively. Yeah, she's full of it. So, has the tree team finished the big tree? Yes. Apart from the last bit of the stump, we're not quite sure what they want to do with that. So that's just led a lot of no farmers, no food. What happened to the meet and greet? So the meet and greet went off at 2 o'clock at the Massey Ferguson stand. We got there at about 10 to 2, we arrived. Richard was about 6 paces in front of me. And basically, as he walked on the stand, he was surrounded by people. Lots and lots of young folks. And I couldn't get to him, but it kind of didn't matter because then there was a smaller circle around me. So I suppose I spoke to about 20 people, 20, 30 people. A lot of those were couples. One or two of them, and one or two you might be there. There was one or two people who were blaming me because their partner watched me, including Sunday Lives. There was one couple there, and he was going, she watches you all the time, including your Sunday Lives, and I don't get a word in edgeways or something along those lines. If you're there, you know what I'm talking about. So, did you manage to set up any future demos naming no names? Yes. Is the short answer. Craig, how environment friendly? Yes, I thought so. I did actually appreciate them, even though they stole my banner, they didn't leave a mess. So I did appreciate that. So, and yeah, I've asked for another banner, so they will hopefully sort one out before it's on the Rachel Thieves things. I haven't had any more visits. I only had the one back. Well, I had 2 banners, but I gave one to Rich and they nicked it as well. Gates are like tools, you never have too many. Tappy cameras are great. Thank you for sharing. That's all right, Martin. I don't look at them very often. In fact, I don't think I've looked at the cameras at my dad's for a couple of days, but they're just there for peace of mind. So it is. I think it's well worth doing. So, how was the journey to NEC? Long. Reeves or anyone else will have less to pick on the supermarket shelves. Quite likely. Any farm worker jobs going anytime soon? No, in fact, I think probably there are going to be less farm worker jobs. I think farmers are going to be, with the new income tax, minimum wage and everything else like that, I think a lot of farms are not going to be hiring. I know for a fact that even if we got busy with the tree company, we definitely would not take on any more staff. And if one of my guys decides to leave, we probably won't replace him. And that's simply down to government policy. So, yeah, we would make do with less. Electrify the ban on the gate. Yeah, cool. That would be, yeah. Possibly the council took them. So the council can only take the signs if you hang them on the public highway on like telegraph poles. They can't take it off of my private gate. I know that because I used to do some sign removal for the council, for the county. But if you've got a banner on your gate, on your property, council shouldn't be able to touch that. It's not theirs. So, and it wasn't causing a distraction of that. So, can I electrify them if you put a flash sign? Yeah, well, we've asked for another one, and if we get another one, we'll put it where they can't reach it. Sorry, that's like dirty water going down a drain for you, isn't it? How is your tea? I don't know, I haven't started that yet. The tea is next on the list. It's just drinking temperature now. So, what else have I got to tell you on the news? So, we've ordered our barley. Hopefully that's coming in the next week. And I'm just trying to remember the name of it. So we've gone for a malting barley. We were going to go with a straight feed barley, but it's recommended. It was only something like £20 a tonne more for the seed for malting. And the ground over at Itcherton is good. No reason why we shouldn't be able to get malting grade on it. That might force me to go red tractor. Reg doesn't think that's going to be terribly bad for me because I haven't got that much stuff to do. Did Starmer nick the sign? I wouldn't put it past him. He's nicking everything else we got in it. So yeah, so that's ordered. We are waiting for Nichols's or for our agronomist to do the soil analysis. We've got to do a soil test. We've got to have that as part of our farm management over there. So we've got to do the soil tests. Yeah, and barley's ordered. Reg is still on about buying a drill, and today he was on about trying to find a press. Anybody out there got a sensible priced press that would fit on the front of Reg's tractor? Let me know because he's looking for one.
1982, even though I've been a member for 30 months, I've subscribed to your channel since you got your muck chucker with Abby a few years ago.
All right, okay.
You can attach one of these Bear Banger 12 gauge shotgun shell alarms on the side.
Oh, that's called a Bisley alarm.
Richard Atkins,
Yeah.
more EVs,
So,
more farmland for solar panels.
Yeah, we're not doing solar panels. So, yeah, so the 12 shotgun is, that's called a Bisley alarm. I've actually got some of those. So Ollie's been a member for 30 months, subscribed since Abby. So how many of you have seen the video going back with Abby and the muck spreader when she lost her vape? I mean, that was quite funny. Especially she was busting for a wee, I remember. She was absolutely busting for a wee, and I found every pothole I could find on the way there, and it was hilarious. So, I mean, I asked about your dad because I've seen on the Brecky video, but for many reasons, I hope you. Oh, well, that's because the government are going to ban it. So he is 85 this year, and probably the government are going to ban drag hunting and all that. So things like the hunt breakfasts will be gone. So that was when I was saying it could be his last one. That's what I meant. So he's not, you know.
Not going to croquet.
Well, he is, but no, there's no time soon, I hope so. Doug said me. Seen it. Me. Have I? Oh, seen. Oh, sorry. Yeah. If you haven't seen the Abby and the Muck Spreader, you'll have to go back a few years, but it was funny. So, sorry I'm late, but Arsenal women, if they were live on YouTube, I'm sure you'll. Oh yeah, I quite understand. Yeah. Darren's like more entertaining than me. Why did the wheat need drying when it was already in the shed? So we can store wheat up to 17-18% moisture, and that's okay, provided it doesn't get hot. But you can't sell it. It won't buy it off of us unless it's lower than 15%. So 14.5% of that is, if you send wheat off for animal feed or anything, they will test it. And anything over 15%, they can either reject it and send it back, whereupon you have to pay the transport and then dry it, or they will deduct money from your cheque for drying it themselves. So there's no point in sending off a wet sample. It was hilarious with the front. Yes, it was. It was funny. Yeah. So the muck chucker. Yeah.
What comments did I make?
I don't know. Probably. Where did you get that shitty thing from? I suspect. I don't know. Because it was full of string, wasn't it? So I actually bought the muck spreader off of Abby's boss.
I remember.
But it was absolutely wound up solid with bale wrap and string, and it took us ages to get it all off. So.
Yes, your brother used to do the boat trips for Chris Deacon.
Oh right.
Did your brother or a relation used to do boat trips? Yes, he used to sell boat trips.
Where was that?
That was in Gran Canaria.
Yeah.
Chris Tricky Deacon.
Yeah, used to go and do whale and dolphin spotting. This is in Gran Canaria, wasn't it? So. Can you get any muck out? No, not at the moment. So besides that, it's probably illegal anyway. So when you're starting your new sheds, probably no time soon. So look, we've had some unexpected expenses, which we weren't expecting, hence being unexpected. So that's kind of put that on the back boiler for this year, I expect.
James Chorley, can I have a number plate with my name on? Well, yes.
Yeah, of course you can.
When you get to
Yeah. How much hedges have to be cut? So we have only got, I've got about a day's worth left to do here. And then at t'other farm, I've only really got the grassland left to do. And I'm only siding up those where the brambles are coming out. So I'm only really siding up those, and we're leaving the tops this year. So we're kind of doing tops 1 year, or half a top, or half and half, 50% each year. We can't even deliver barley to the grain holder sheds unless the trailer is covered. Yeah. Yes, it is. That is the rules and regulations now. So, how is the family? The family's fun. Yeah. Right. Hi, Andy. Or no, ich. It's as bad as me. I do stuff like that.
How is Biscuit and she's sitting beside you?
No, Biscuit is sitting next to Mrs. P. Hang on. And if I do this, and then I go like that, you know.
She's there.
She's sat next to, she's snoring, sat next to Mrs. P. There you go. So, crikey, Andy. What did Andy say?
He gifted out 20 memberships to all these
Oh, did he?
people.
All right.
All these people he's given them memberships to.
It was very kind of him. So, right. Yeah, so the rules and regulations over sort of crops and wheats, a lot of the stuff I've still got to learn. It is, they have got it sewn up pretty tight, and it's kind of any excuse to deduct a bit off of the check. So say you're selling wheat at, let's just say 100, what?
Jesus, if he gives any more memberships, the new shed will be up in next week.
Okay, that would be nice. We loved the video of Abby wanting a pee. That was actually quite.
Oh, Joan Smith from a cold Florida. What is the temperature in Florida then?
I don't know.
When you ask Joan Smith, what is the temperature in Florida?
I can't even see it. It's going so fast here. I can't keep up with it.
Keeping up. Ask Joan Smith.
Hi for a cold Florida. Yes.
What is the temperature?
Mrs. P says, Joe, what is the temperature in Florida? And then hopefully you'll see that. Don't forget
the stopper I sent still working. Think the one I sent you is on the line from the extension, probably. You're Slim Shady. Don't forget the famous nails.
Oh, was it purple, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went purple.
She went purple. Steve Suds, thank you. You're welcome. How is Emma?
She's alright.
Yeah, she's okay.
She's got a few things coming up.
Yeah, she's got to have an op. She's got having her op soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
Was that third time lucky?
28.
Is the third time she was going to go for it?
Yes.
Yeah. It was 15 below zero in Minnesota. Oh, blimey.
Oh shoot, you can keep that.
15 below zero.
In Minnesota.
Yeah. And I'm assuming zero they mean centigrade, because I know they work on Fahrenheit over there. So 15 below in Fahrenheit would be very, very, very cold. Florida, but it's 19.
Good morning, Ian. I don't know about Florida, but it's 19 degrees in
Rochester. Has all the weeks done now? No, we've still got 2 and a bit loads to go.
Snowing in Philadelphia.
Is it? But apparently we've had issues this week with transport with the lorries. It should have all gone last week, all the wheat, but there apparently were breakdowns, and
60 degrees. Apparently in Joe Smith. What is that in?
that'll be Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in centigrade. So it's about 35 degrees is zero, is it that? So 28 Fahrenheit here, so that's pretty cold.
60 degrees Fahrenheit,
Enjoyed your video from Lamma. If I spelled it right, yes you have. That is quite right, Laura. So yeah, like I say, I expect most of you are up to there with Lamma videos. If you follow farmers, I mean every bloody farmer with a camera or his phone has made a video about it, and it's almost to the point where should I bother even taking the camera next year? Because if
15 degrees in Florida, that's not cold.
Well, it is if it's Fahrenheit.
Man up. No, Fahrenheit, it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit is 15 degrees Celsius. Man up.
Ooh. Okay. Did you sort Mrs. P's wish list new kitchen dishwasher?
No, I'm not getting it. No.
Minus 28 degrees in Manitoba.
Where's Manitoba?
It's not here.
28 degrees.
That's why I didn't film. Yeah, it's one of those things where I went to Lamma because I wanted to go and I thought I'd take the camera, but I next year I might not bother. So
Ian, will Mrs. P go with you next year? I'd rather stick pins in my eye.
no, doesn't interest Mrs. P. So all she'd look at is all the things that I would want to spend money on.
I wouldn't get any chance to be with you because of all the time you have to spend talking to people. So what would be the point?
Well, I could go in disguise. I could get me life with Brian False Beard. Could I?
Yeah, and then there's still.
We had snow this afternoon up in Bisley. Which Bisley is that? That's not the local Bisley in Stroud, is it? That's the Bisley. You know where the shooting club is. So.
Where is the Bisley?
Bisley. Stroud. Oh. I say. Well, it's quite high up there at Bisley, isn't it? So.
You can keep it.
Yeah, it's 2 with sleet. Stroud. Dress up as Batman. Yeah, I think the idea of going incognito is not to be noticed. I think so. You should take Queen Abby. No, Abby will be doing her own thing next year. Going home from a call, Cambridge. No, Lamma doesn't interest Mrs. P. So Mrs. P is not really into the farmy side of it. So she
I don't want to see machinery.
yeah, she doesn't interest her. So whereas me, I am. So go as Veronica. No. I wouldn't go with Veronica, let alone as Veronica. Are you still on call for snow ploughing? Yes. Take Holly with you. Holly isn't interested either.
Holly did it one year.
Yeah, she did go, but actually there is a video going back. Was that 2023?
Oh, God,
Was that last year?
Last
Year before last.
2022.
Yeah, Holly did go with me one year. I think that was the year I met Ollie Harrison and Tom Lamma. That's the first time I met Tom Lamma. Is Emma still flogging Farmer Peak? I went to my farming cap collection.
If you go on eBay,
It's on the eBay. If you go on the eBay shop, there are caps and that on there. So it's cold to us, all wrapped up in sweats. It does interest her. It's the finance that's key. Yeah. Take Emma with you next time. Emma might go. Emma might do it. Well, no, Emma would go because it'd get her away from her kids.
Yeah, and I'd end up with the kids. No, she can't go.
Yeah. Get Mrs. P to pick you the skies. I bet she'd have something for you. I bet she would. I'd go as bloody Borat in a flipping mankini, wouldn't I? Emma will be farmer, reckon.
It looks like a reflection of your bum on your window. What have you done to your window?
Oh, up here. Is that what it's on, mate? I don't know what that is. I think it's the lamp over there. Did you see the video? The farmer's ton of malting barley. The government got
20,000 in duty while he got 200 quid a turn.
Oh no, I don't know anything about that one. Wear a shirt.
Why not?
Somebody actually messaged me or sent me a thing saying, why do farmers wear these shirts? All farmers seem to wear these shirts. And I think my reply to him was something like, well, think of the old Mason's funny handshake, as how you recognise another Mason. I'm not a Mason, by the way. It's a kind of, if I see someone wearing one of these shirts, I'm reasonably certain that they are a country type person and they'll understand what I'm talking about and I'll have a conversation with them. So it's almost like a badge wearing one of these. Like, this is who I am, and if you're wearing one of these, you must be one of them as well. Not one of them, but you get it. So function over fashion. Yeah, and I like the shirt. So I look slim in this shirt, don't I, dear? Okay. Compared to not wearing the shirt.
Hello.
If I untuck my shirt, so it's not tucked in the belt, then I look slimmer. So, don't knock being a Freemason can open doors. I'm not knocking it. I've just never been invited and I've never searched for it. So, comfortable shirts, they are. Well, the lads good Lamma day when who would love new toys? My lads would good Lamma day, yeah. If I gave them a paid day off to go look at shiny things, they're happily. Your brother is... so now... So I don't want to spread it about too much. The last thing I want to see is Keir Starmer wearing one of these, because he might be trying to get sneaky and if I wear one of these shirts, maybe I can go and talk to the farmers. Yeah, he'd be like a rat in a barrel. Cheers, James. Do you do a calendar? No. I did one year and it was all right. We sold them all, no problem. But it's like Rich Cornock does calendars, and I don't want to take anything from Rich Cornock, so I haven't done it for the last couple of years. My cousin's boy has just Beatrice, he's loving it. Yeah, tree surgery's a good job. You get a good boss and a good company to work for, and they happy to teach you. It's a good job. Unless of course it's raining or pissing with snow or howling a gale, then it's a shit job. So, what is the one thing you would like to have from Lamma? I don't know. Any further visits to Cirencester? Oh, might be. Wear a mini skirt. Oh, a bit drafty. Yeah. Oh, look like a bell. Ding. Yeah, never mind. I suppose if the one thing I could have from Lamma would be, if I could have something, it'd be the most expensive thing that the farm needs, and that would be a 150 horsepower tractor. That's what I'd like. But can I just have one without a blue? I don't want a blue fuel tank, so. We have our local spring agri, and it's a little bit less folks than, yes. So is Happy still working for the vets? She is. Oh, it's a big trailer and a big... Yes, I would like a big trailer and a big tractor. So problem is, at my time of life, I don't want to be borrowing a lot of money. So, and it's not like I got any sons to pass it on to, they're going to take it off of me. So I don't want to saddle myself with a lot of debt when I get into my 60s. So we'll just do what we can afford and what we can justify. Star won't wear a checkered shirt, he can't afford tax. Yeah. Sammy from Lucky Days. I didn't see her, so good to see you blushing over Charlotte Ashley. I don't know if I blushed over Charlotte Ashley, but she's a lovely lady. So, did Stuart replace Ozzy on Tree Team? So Stuart's training. Yeah. So the answer, I suppose, is yes. Who's Mrs. P chatting to? No idea. It must know. It must know, unfortunately. Don't know. So, who are you talking to? Oh. Hello, Claire.
No, Ian just said that.
Hello. Yeah.
He's on live on his channel.
She's talking to Claire. So.
So I'm basically sitting here reading the comments.
Oh.
Yeah, Claire says hello world.
Vanker said.
We've got
So I think I got it right. Charlotte, throw away Ashley. Hi, Claire. Yeah, Scott says hi, Claire, as well. This is very difficult for me to concentrate while you're talking over there, you know. The date she hit and looked. Yeah, I think Tom. Well, no, Tom Pemberton's got one of those. So, I've sort of said if there's a dealer around locally and they want me to let me have a play with one, I'll have a look at one. So, I'll also have a look at the little JCB handler, and we might also be having a little play with a Massey Ferguson later in the year. So, what happened to the JCB Skidster demo? I think they forgot, and I forgot. So we were supposed to be trying out the telly skid last year, but there was something with they didn't have enough AdBlue, that's the stuff. They didn't have enough Tier 5 engines or something. So the telly skid, they weren't building enough, and there wasn't anything on demo at the time. So I would like to try one. So yeah, JCB or anybody from JCB is looking and want me to play with the JCB telly skid, I would like to try one. So the time will come when I am not going to want to be jumping over the bucket to get in the cab, and I'm going to want something with a bit more comfort and a bit safer maybe as I get a bit older. So yeah, I am looking to change in the next few years or add something with a side door. So it might not be something new. Get Claire on your video and watch your figures double. Yeah. What's your plans or is it a secret? No real plans for 2025. We're going to be planting my first ever crop. I've never planted a crop in my life ever before. I've only ever done beef. So we'll be planting our first crop, which will be a malting barley. We will be going through the process of rearing that, harvesting it, grains, straw, and all that sort of stuff. So you're going to be following me through a completely new aspect of farming for me. And then we're going to look at what we're going to do with those grains, whether they're going to be sold as a malting barley, or if it's feed quality, whether we feed some ourselves, or I don't know, we'll have to see. How's your funky farmer tree doing? My funky farmer tree is okay, although I did tell him that there's a reasonable chance it might be moving. At the moment, it's behind me, but it might actually be moving to t'other farm. So, and if we do, you'll come with us. I'll show you what I'm doing. Do you know what month you will be seeding? So we're hoping to be ploughing maybe this week, next week, see what the weather does. And as I've said, I'd like to seed in before second half, well, before end of February anyway. Mid-February would suit me to get the seed in. If we get the opportunity to get in before then and the weather looks right and the long range forecast look right, we could get it in any time. I could put it in tomorrow, but we'll see. I just want to get it in time. Who is going to be your new neighbour, Farmer Pete, or is that not been announced yet? My new neighbour. Your new neighbour farmer. Not sure quite that question. Does Biscuit beg for biscuits like she does in the van and Landro? Yeah. Basically, whenever I'm having a meal, she just sits there and goes.
What, you didn't come after you?
No, like they do. She doesn't paw or jump up. I'm your new neighbour farmer, Tato Plays. So are you on about the chap who's buying the farm, or might be buying the farm that's 10 miles away? Yeah, he won't be my neighbour. He would just won't be very far. Tato Plays was just joking. Oh yeah, so Paul. I have not heard from him yet, so I don't know. Well, they mean the farmer 10 miles that way? Yes. Yeah. I just said his name, didn't I? Doesn't matter. So I've not heard, but yeah, it's 10 miles that way. Yeah.
And you'd say, I'm sorry, and you'd sorry.
We'll see. We'll see. I think he's the chap who wants all my red cattle. Does Funky Farmer live far from you? So 8 miles. So, but I go past his place to go to the farm. Where is the cooking tycoon? No idea. So, what's the difference between oats and rolled oats? Well, rolled oats are flat. They're basically crushed. So, is there an old farmyard or farm building out to the farm? No. We only have the new barn with a yard and the little, what we call the ox house. So, get goats. Well, no, actually, somebody rang me up last week and said to me, can I borrow your little trailer? I've got to get rid of some goats. And I said, well, my brother's got the trailer and he might want the goats. So I rang my brother and I said, I've got somebody who wants to get rid of some goats, and he said, I'll have them. So he's got them. So yeah, my brother used to keep goats. How's Famous Dave? Famous Dave's okay. He was sat having a cup of tea with me on yesterday, so yeah, he's okay. We were going crop rotation out to the farm. We were doing crop rotation. At the moment, the plan is, for various reasons, it's going to be spring barley, winter cover, spring barley, winter cover, spring barley, winter cover, maybe then wheat. We'll see. Or maybe we'll do 2 spring barleys and then wheat. I don't know. So we've basically got to, we're starting from 0 at the farm. So any input I put into the farm over there, I have to take from here. Hence the reason I'm not putting another shed up for the time being. I've got to take capital from this farm and put it into that one over there. And it's probably going to be a couple of years before I get that back. So any news on the caravan site? No news at all. So at the moment, so no. So we've got to contact the council and give them some dates as when we want to do it, so they know. I think it's still 60 days, so I will let you know as soon as we know. Would you do maize in the future? Not a big fan of maize. If I don't need it myself, and I don't think that's going to happen, I think it's simply because of the seasonal changes and the weather. I think it can ruin your ground. Will you be acting the goat? Probably. Will you spread milk onto the farm fields? Yes. If I can find an efficient way of getting it from here to there, I'll take a lot of the muck from here over there. So yeah. So we're also into the work needed. Best time to plant a new hedge. Best time to plant a new hedge now. Do it now. Because in another 6 weeks you won't be able to buy the plants. So, and not only that, it's if you leave it much longer, the plants you buy will be the last out of the nursery and won't be the best stock. So if you want to plant a hedge, now. Have to go now. Have a good one. And you, Scott, thank you for joining us, mate. What is the latest on those old B&B caravans? So the old B&B caravan is going to be going soon, hopefully. Got somebody who wants that. But I think when that goes, we have to put something back in its place pretty quick. I think. I've got to find out, there's some rules and regulations on that, and I've got to find out what I can and can't do before I do it. Just say, we can hear Miss P. Okay, maybe it's not for that. It's like just to say him. Okay. You can't hear her, can you? So we used to go growing malting barley. Always had trouble with high nitrogen. Yeah. Well, we're waiting for our soil analysis, so we'll find out what the soil analysis is, and then we'll have to work from there. You could dump the smoke on the stubble after the combine ready for spreading. Yes, that caravan gone, but up in equipment store. Yeah. Cheers, Marion. Nice for joining us. So, what's the time? Oh, come on, it's nearly an hour. I'm looking to take a hedge out when it's. I'm looking to take a hedge out when it's best. You might need planning permission. 1995 hedge regulations, and there are even more regulations now. If you want to take a hedge out, it depends where it is and what it boundaries onto. So if it's a garden hedge, you're okay. But if it's a field hedge, no, you have to get planning permission for that. So yes, you can. You can hear a muffled go. Yeah, that's because she's in there chuntering in the background. Sorry about that. So yeah. Business. She's doing bit. Yeah, I know. So, if you want to talk about, I've been using one for just. Thank you, Trevor. Actually, I've got a guy coming to see me next week, I think, for about GPS on the tractor and that. So, When is Missy getting a new summer house? We might put the footings in for that this year.
That's perfect.
Do you have any cut ash? Get some in the nave handling your forks.
I'm interested.
Oh yeah, no, you'd need a. I haven't got anything that's suitable for that. Hit the like button. Oh, it doesn't cost anything. Might read time. So, did you look at the on track? Yes, I did. Yeah. Cheers, Chris. Thank you for joining us.
If you'd like to
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell her to shut up, shall I? Right. Anyway, it's an error. How many cattle do you intend to keep in the herd? We're probably up on the maximum numbers now. So we have got some old cows that might go for culling because the beef prices are so good at the minute. We might actually get rid of a few of our older ones. We got some sort of 14, 15-year-olds down there. Problem is, they're still capable of having a calf and fight. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, put most of the nitrogen in the seedbed of spring barley. Yes. I think that's kind of the plan we would do this. So how's Mary is good. Mary's good. So right, okay, folks. So I think, no, not Mary. She's not that old. I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining us. There is loads to come this year. There's loads of new stuff. I'm going to be setting out on new journeys and new ventures and new stuff. I've got loads to learn. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting year. Definitely. So anyway, I'd look at proper GPS. Actually, it's a bit hit and miss. All right. Okay. So right. On that note, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you everybody for your support. Have a great week. There will be a video going up in an hour for everybody. Obviously, you members will be getting yours in about half an hour, and everybody else will be at 6 o'clock. So yeah, we'll see you then. Have a great week.